Okay, so hello everyone and welcome to February's Circle of Light. It's wonderful to have you here with us, whether you're here live or on replay. And thank you to Reba too for providing this space where we can all come together in this way. I'm so happy to be able to be here with you today and to share what has come through for today. It's wonderful to have each of your light contributing to the circle. And then as usual, we have various beings of absolute light supporting us today, including Baba G of Absolute Light, the Archangels Raphael and Shamuel of Absolute Light, and Divine Source Light. So we're in for quite a treat, I think. And let's just begin by going into a centered space of meditation. So if you'd all like to first just close your eyes and take a couple of breaths, just coming into the place of connection and quietness within. And making sure that your feet are firmly connected to the ground beneath you, so that you can firmly feel connection to the earth and how much she is supporting us at this time. And then we're going to take one breath first, breathing up the energy of 9D and above Earth, up from the crystalline core at the center of the Earth and into our root chakras now. And as we feel this energy filling our root chakra, feeling the power and the strength of it and how much it is supporting us. And on the next in breath, extending that column of light all the way up to absolute light above. So we see and we feel ourselves encased in this column of pure, brilliant, beautiful, sparkling, diamond white light, which is cleansing us and nourishing us, washing off anything that is not of the light, and bringing us into a higher frequency of light now. And on the next in-breath, breathing in source light in through the crown chakra and bringing it down to the heart chakra. And letting it rest here a moment, cleansing and purifying our heart, washing away any darker stains or shadows that may have been left from interactions that we've participated in this day, and bringing it all into harmony with our higher vibration of light. And now on the next in-breath, bringing that column of source light down and into our root chakra. So that we feel ourselves connected to Mama Gaia below and source light above, and this source light continuously pouring in, washing us, making us clean, and filling us with a higher vibration of light. And taking another in breath, breathing this in. And on the out breath, expanding it out to completely fill our physical, emotional, and mental bodies and fields. So thank you for joining your energy in this beautiful meditation and in this beautiful circle at the start, or fairly still near the start of a beautiful new year. Now we're going to pass over to the Archangels Raphael and Chamuel of Absolute Light and Divine Source Light of Absolute Light. And Divine Source Light of Absolute Light is saying that she, he, it wishes to begin with a channeled message today. Dear and beautiful ones, I thank you for being gathered here today in this sacred space at the start of what is a very important time on the face of your earth, where much change will be unfolding for each of you in your individual lives, in your communities, and in the greater world around you. For a time of change like this has never been seen before on your planet, for it is a change that is different to the changes in the times of old, which were perhaps more to do with the planetary structure or your understandings of yourself in the physical and the human realm. Now you are stepping into a greater awakening in consciousness and coming into a knowing of the divine beings of light that you are. And the changes that are taking forth going forward are to be very much to do with changes in consciousness. But the change in consciousness that is being affected upon you now will then radiate out into your physical world as the change in consciousness as each of you experiences, of course, then has effects, results in the physical world in which you are inhabiting as you bring this changed consciousness that you are to all your interactions in the world, both with the intimate relationships within your own family and your circle of friends, and in a wider sense to the way that you are interacting with the world at large. And this will not be you as an individual or this small group of you, but many groups of you doing this. And so as you do this, this change will continue to radiate out upon the face of the planet, uplifting it. We know that the days look dark to many of you at this time, and it seems that there is problem after problem to be faced. But we wish you to trust in the beauty of the human heart and the beauty of the love and on the light and the consciousness of this that is being unfolded on your planet now. It is I, Divine Source Light of Absolute Light, and I thank you for being gathered in this sacred space today and bringing your energy to this circle and to your own powerful transformation. In doing so and in doing the other things that each of you are doing to bring yourself into alignment with a higher vibration of light as you walk in the world. I thank you for your service and for your beautiful hearts. I thank you. And passing back now to the Archangels Chamuel and Raphael of Absolute Light. They say, we are here today to help you in all the ways that we are able to heal your childhood wounds and bring the healing light of forgiveness to your relationships with your family and with your past. For it is only when your individual past, as a soul incarnated in this lifetime, has been fully forgiven, that you can truly move into the embodiment of the light that you are, the embodiment of the fifth dimension and above, and the higher dimensional energies that are available to you now. Each of you within this circle, and each of you within the planet, still has that which needs to be forgiven. Both forgiven for yourself and forgiven for the people who were around you and were in the role of nurturing you in your formative years. And this which is still in need of forgiveness is lodged within your heart, creating a shadow there, which prevents you at times from knowing yourself in the fullest and highest embodiment of your light. We are going to do a process to support you in releasing this now. Releasing the burden of pain and of your past, so that you can move into a higher embodiment of your truth and your light. And then following that, Baba G of Absolute Light will join us to support you on your highest ascension path by giving you a sacred breath to work with going forward this month. But first, the release process. Please repeat after Julia each of the following statements in a firm and clear voice. We are now choosing to release all that does not serve us. All that is no longer in our highest timeline. All that is no longer in our highest good. No longer wishing to carry it around. No longer wishing to have it weighing us down. We are light. Carrying around that which is not light curtails us in limitation. It prevents us from expressing as who we really are. or knowing the true joy of our being. It keeps us stuck in limited ideas of who we are. Limited ideas of what is possible for us. For it keeps us separate. Housed within the small self, imprisoned there. Separate from the love that we are. Separate from love of self. Separate from love for others. Unknown in our truth. Unknowing of our own truth. Unknowing of the light that we are. Separate from God. Separate from the love of God that we came here to know ourselves as. Separate from the love of God. That we came to this world to rediscover ourselves as. And align with in everything we do. When centered in the sacred space of forgiveness. And embodying the feeling of the love of God filling our heart. We know ourselves in our truth. We are filled up with light, filled up with love self-honoring, honoring of others, honoring of God in our honoring of self and others. God put us here on this earth to rediscover this, our essential truth. The love that we are. The love that we be. God wants us to rediscover and know ourselves as love once more. That is why there is so much help available to us. At this sacred time, on the planet and in the world. Part of the reason we came here is to know ourselves in our truth. And in doing so, spread the love of God in the world. We are now moving into knowing. A time of great knowing is being born upon the planet now. The knowing of all that we are, the knowing of self, the knowing of self as one with God, the knowing of self as one with creation, the knowing of self as love, the knowing of self as pure and absolute love, the knowing of self as light, the knowing of self as pure, absolute, refined light, the knowing of self as forgiveness, as joy, as beauty, the knowing of self as truth, for this is our ultimate truth. This knowing of the infinite presence we are, this knowing of the infinite presence of light that we are, this knowing of the infinite I am presence of light that we are, now ours, belonging to us. This knowing of the all that we are, now ours, being activated within our hearts now by the archangels of absolute light and divine source light. So let us sit in silent meditation as we receive this knowing now. We ask you now, dear ones, to turn and look within. Look within your heart. Who is it that you still need to forgive? Ask them for their forgiveness of you and your act of unforgiveness upon them now. Forgive them now, finding the strength within your heart that is made of absolute light and absolute love, to forgive them now. Know that this act of forgiveness is done and complete. Done, completed, fully, on a soul level. If you have asked with a truly sincere heart, for in connecting with them in the space of meditation, you have connected with their higher self who has heard your words to them, your asking for forgiveness, your giving of the act of forgiveness. This has been accepted by their higher self on a soul level, whether the asking of forgiveness and the giving of forgiveness is accepted in the physical world or not. Trust that the effects of this being done on a soul and energetic level will be felt and experienced in your physical world going forward, whether only as a feeling of greater lightness and peace and joy within your own heart, for this is the gift that forgiveness gives to you, or whether as transforming the relationship between the two of you, as is also possible when the relationship is transformed on an energetic level. So do not shut your heart to the possibility of the beauty and the power of the act of forgiveness that you have given and completed this day. And now we wish to ask you to place your right hand on your heart, with your left hand on top of your right hand, and to listen as we speak to you now the words of ultimate, complete forgiveness. Feeling these words, these sacred words that speak to the truth of who you are, being breathed through your hands deep into your heart, bringing forgiveness for self and forgiveness for others, and taking residence in your heart, where these words will now live always, there for you always to come home to and remember. And in doing so, remember the sacred truth of who you are. And as these words live in your heart, and you, by your conscious remembrance of them each day, transform the atmosphere of your heart space and your aura into one of a higher vibration. So you do to open your heart to hold more love, enabling you to bring more joy into your life, and enabling you also to begin to step into the higher heart, the place where all love is held, where love is perfect and complete, so much more expansive and a truer expression of love than that which the human heart has thus far been able to hold. For where you are going, dear ones, is to the merging of the human heart with the higher heart. And you do this by this sacred remembrance of yourself as love. So listen to these words that we speak to you now and repeat them in the sacred space of your heart, feeling them echo throughout your heart chamber, and fill it with light and with love as you feel these words being breathed into the space of your heart. If you prefer, you can also repeat them aloud. I am love. I am love, I am love, I am love. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am truth. I am truth. I am beauty. I am joy. I am the love that I am. I am choosing to know myself as these things now. I am love. I am light. I am beauty. I am joy. I am truth. I am love. We are now going to help you connect to your soul through your heart space more, so that you may embody your unique soul light more fully in all the ways that you express in the world, and especially in your close and intimate relationships with others. Although it seems paradoxical, we understand that this is sometimes the hardest place for you to be truly and authentically yourself with those you love the most and who love you the most within the capacity of the human heart. And this activation now is going to support you in embodying more of your unique soul light as you walk in the world, so that people may truly know you in the truth of who you are and not some diluted version of yourself that is easier for them to digest. So, placing both hands on your heart again, let us breathe into your heart 3 times, as if through the back of your hands you are breathing in pure and absolute white light to flood your heart space and fill it now, knowing that we are activating you very highly to come into this higher expression of self as you do. The higher heart is now being opened within you by us to a higher level than it has thus far been open. Please rest in the sacred place of silence and stillness while this activation is now performed. Greater residence in the higher heart is where you are all headed and all going. For this is indeed the destination of the ascension process in terms of the heart and the human heart. And that is what we, the beings of absolute light who interact with you in this circle, are here to help you do. We are here to help you ascend, and that first and must start with the heart and bringing the heart into a place of greater and higher love and greater and more expansive forgiveness, both for yourself and also for others. And this is why so much help has been given to you in this process today, and will also continue to be given to you going forward through this month as we visit with you in the times when you feel in unforgiveness of self or others, and help to bring more forgiveness and more love back into your heart in these moments. Remember at all times that the higher heart is composed of only completely pure, highest love, and seek to align yourself with this in all the ways that you are able, knowing that much is being done for you, not only by us, but also by your own guides and teams of light beings and angels and galactics who are supporting you, as well as by the energy that is coming into the planet from Central Sun, which is activating your DNA to naturally come into a higher expression of love. So know that this is possible for you. Believe that this is possible for you. Know that you only have to do the 1%, the 2%, and the rest will be done for you. As long as you have the willing heart that truly desires to expand into a space of more love. And know yourself now in this beautiful and sacred space as we come out of meditation, as the beauty of who you are, as a being of radiant love, radiating the love that you are into the world with every breath you take, knowing that this is your birthright, what you have been born to embody, and what you have come here to bring forth in the world, allowing yourself to honor yourself as the embodiment of this love and to step into the highest embodiment of it that you are able to in your interactions in the world, both with yourself and with others, but always first and foremost with yourself, bringing your loving gaze and your loving words unto yourself. And we are now going to receive guidance from Babaji of Absolute Light as to how to do the sacred breath that we wish you to work with going forward this month, if you are able, each day. First, place both your hands on your heart again and take one breath through them into the heart. This is the best and quickest way to bring you into a place of greater connection with the stillness and the beauty and the love within. Having first brought yourself into this place of stillness, when you are doing this in your own time, taking as many breaths into your heart as you need to do this, we are now going to do 10 short, sharp, fast breaths with your mouth open. Breathing in with the mouth open, exhaling with the mouth open, and on the last breath, continuing to exhale until the rest of the air has been expelled from your lungs. So first 10 short, sharp breaths and finishing the last one on a longer exhale. And we will begin and do this together, beginning now. And now repeating this another 2 times together. And a third and final time. And now we are going to do the same, but at a much slower rate, holding each inhale and exhale for approximately 1 second, but doing the same count of 10. And we are going to do this 2 times with 1 slow breath in between to allow you time to catch your breath. So we will begin the first round of 10 now. And after you've expelled all the air, allowing yourself time to catch your breath again. And let us repeat this same process with the slower breaths, holding for approximately 1 second each for each inhale and exhale. And once you have finished 2 rounds of the slower breath, centering your breath a little and coming back to another 3 rounds of the original fast breath, again doing a round of 10, 3 times, equating to 3 rounds of 10. So beginning the first round again now. The second round. And the third round. And allowing yourself to remain centered in the sacred heart space. The last breath is going to be a very slow breath that we do twice. In this last breath, we will breathe in for 8. Hold to the count of 6 if you are able, and if not, 4. And breathe out to the count of 8 or 12 as you find yourself able to do. Let us begin the first of these breaths now. And now going into the second of these sacred breaths, breathing in for 8, holding for 4 or 6, and breathing out for 8 or 12. Beginning now. And that is the end of our circle today. We wish to thank you all for your participation. And thank you, Julia, for being the channel through which it has come. And I'd like to thank everybody too, as always, for being here, whether you're here live or on replay, and for contributing your energy. And I encourage you to work with that breath going forward through the month if you'd like to. I'm told that the quick, short, sharp breaths help us to release, and then the longer and slower ones help to really center us in our heart space, which is where the key to the Ascension Gateway is. And so that's how that is to support us on our ascension path. And sorry, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. If anyone at the end, if there's anything that you'd like to share. No? Okay, so in that case, I'll post in the forum as always, and if you'd like a short personal message.
I've unmuted everybody so we can thank you. And
yes. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Julia.
thank
It's
you.
wonderful to meet with you all this way each month. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Much love to everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.
Much
Bye.
love to you.